Morning Thailand supported by Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. And welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Bo Golf and of course Kun Chain. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Now Kun Chain, yesterday a lot happened. I have to say it was one of the most depressing day yet to end the program and having to watch all the people running around. It's almost like a war zone at one point and causing one death. Of course, the EC made quite a bit, I would say, a blunt move because you would think that they would talk to the government before they make an announcement, but it seems like that shocked a lot of people as well. So what will happen? Like, are they going to resign, you think? Or you think the government might actually take this warning and then do something about the postponement?
Well, before we go to that, I would just make some announcement that the taxi chauffeur is not dead yet.
Okay.
Because there has been lots of
rumors right?
and stream on the Facebook that he is dead, which is actually not true.
The one that got beaten up that we just shown the footage. Okay.
Right. Yesterday's statement from Kun Somchai Srisuthiyakon, the EC commissioner, was quite more like a personal statement, not from the whole EC.
Interesting.
From him. So I believe that the EC as a whole and he himself would be pressured to clarify more on that.
Really? I would think like that was quite an official announcement because it's almost like it's a press announcement.
But it was actually his personal statement.
Okay.
Right now, the EC urged the government to delay the election until they have the mutual understanding with the PDRC or the mutual consent between them. The entire government demonstrator insisted they will not allow the election to take place until Kun Yingluck, the acting prime minister, resign, which I would say I and as well Deputy Prime Minister Kun Phongthep Thepkantana said on TV yesterday that the election will go ahead and there's no law for the government to delay the election.
Okay.
As well, Kun Yingluck will not resign.
Okay, but this is the election commissioners. They all sat there. So maybe they talked to each other already before he made the press announcement?
No.
No?
I would say they might talk, but the statement is not actually from the whole committee.
Wow, that must be a...
Yeah, I think it's more like they can't say that it's official, but the thing is one of the members already came out to say something about it. So it's almost as if they can't come out to say that this is his personal thing and we don't agree. Even if that really is the case,
that's true.
They can't say anything
in
anyways,
front of the press, right?
As well, Pheu Thai Party legal expert Kun Phokin Phalakun said before, the House would deserve public perception is a how dissolution and the return of power to the people would ease conflict. And there is no law to empower the government in postponing the election for more than 60 days after the House dissolution. He says the EC statement somewhat indicates the lack of responsibility and tendency to respond to the protester rather than the whole country. But he also believed that the EC would just express its concern and for the rumor that they might resign would actually just a gimmick. Because he quite believed that the EC would take responsibility on running this election.
I think at one point they actually said that you can do both at the same time.
Because as well, if the EC did not proceed on this, the Pheu Thai Party leader Kun Charuphong Rungsuwan added that the best solution is now to return the power to the people. So if the EC does not do that, he will press charge as is against the Article 157 of the Constitution for the official to not to fulfill their duties.
Don't the court has a lot of like cases in their hands lately? Because everyone seems to go to the court at this point.
Not only for the Pheu Thai Party, the Democrat MPs also make some comments. One of that is Kun Ongad Klamphaiboon. He comments that the reform constitution set up by the government is just a scheme to buy time. But the government is, because the government is not sincere, what he proposed now is for the EC to talk to the government to postpone the election date. But the Democrat quite expressed very conflicting idea. I believe they did not really talk to each other much.
I don't think that's the problem. They don't communicate.
Because Kun Ekanath, the PDRC spokesperson, said on the stage that the Election Commission actually has no power on this issue.
Okay.
That is because first, the EC has no direct power to delay the election. So what it is doing is just to ask for cooperation from the PM and the whole government. Second, this postponement, if there is any, would be just the delay of the voting date. But that doesn't prove that the registration process and the document used along the process are legitimate.
So at this point, you don't have a way out for me, do you?
No.
It doesn't look like. I'm waiting for that
But
word where,
from
you know,
these-
this is where we're heading.
From these all conflicting statements from every part concerning this issue,
Yeah.
it's quite clear that they need to talk,
Please do. 'Cause
at least among themselves.
exactly. Because we don't have a clear idea of each who want what. And if the EC make a press announcement and ended up being quite personal ones and not as the commission as a whole, while the PDRC say one thing and the Democrats say one thing and the government wants one thing, it would just, talk, express your feelings to each other and then perhaps find a solution. Because I don't think we want to see any more loss of lives just before the new year is approaching us and the year end.
Is it possible you think that maybe, in the next couple of days, would there be a possibility that maybe the PDRC would decide to join the reform talk?
It doesn't look like it, does it?
No,
If it's not this
likely.
reform talk that could be the stage for the different sides to come together and talk, what kind of other stage or which even other organization you think would be possible?
I believe
to
whatever
bring
government
these?
says, the PDRC would just say no and
Yeah.
go to
Go
the opposite
against it?
way.
Or whatever the PDRC said, the government would go
Will go
the
against that
opposite
too.
way as well.
Not really. The government would. I believe that they're complying, just but not going to
Not
cross
too
the
far.
line.
Exactly. Not too far. They would say, okay, we're going to have a reform, but it's going to be parallel with
but
the election. So we're going to still have that. but
Every
we're gonna
move
give you
is
that.
quite too late for the government.
That's true. That is hard. All right. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to end the program with that still inconclusive of the roadmap of what we are heading towards as the new year actually approaching us. And hopefully over the weekends, nothing bad's going to happen. What will happen next week, though, is that our episode will actually involve a recap of 2013. And obviously, the demonstration would definitely be on the list. And of course, we wish you a great, great weekend. As for today, thank you, Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. You can always email us, maybe a well-wishing for
Yes.
the Happy New Year at the Morning Thailand Show at gmail.com or go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Morning Thailand. As for today, I'm Golf.
Well,
เชน
สวัสดีครับ
ค่ะ